You love your horse. And still, something doesn't feel right. Not always, but in certain moments. When you ask something and your horse hesitates. When you feel yourself pushing just a little. When the connection you thought you had suddenly disappears. And you don't really have words for it, because technically you're doing everything right. You learned what to do. You tried to be fair. You tried to be soft. And yet, something in you pulls back quietly. There's a moment many horsewomen know. You feel your horse. You sense something is off. And at the same time, you hear a voice. Be clearer. Follow through. Don't let them get away with it. And so you override it. Not because you want to, but because you've been taught that this is what good horsemanship looks like. And this is where the split begins, between what you feel and what you've learned to do. Horses don't follow your techniques. They follow your state. They read your breathing, your tension, your attention. They feel the moment you disconnect from yourself. That's why things sometimes don't make sense. Because on the outside, you're doing the right thing. But on the inside, something else is happening. And your horse responds to that every time. What's missing is not more knowledge. It's awareness. Not in your head, in your body. The way you stand next to your horse, the way you hold your breath without noticing, the way your body braces just slightly when something feels uncertain. Your horse feels all of that before you even take a step. And the strange thing is, you already know this. Think back to the beginning, when you first stood next to a horse, before all the instructions, before all the rules. There was something simple there. You didn't try to control it. You didn't try to get it right. You were just there, and somehow the horse met you. That hasn't disappeared. You just learned to move away from it. Pause for a moment. Imagine you're standing next to your horse right now. Don't do anything. Just stand there. Notice your body, your feet, your chest, your breathing. Are you holding tension somewhere? In your shoulders, in your hands, your jaw? Don't fix it. Just notice. Now, take one slow breath and let something soften, just a little. This is what your horse feels. Not your intention, not your idea. This. Horsewomanship is not what you do to a horse. It's who you are in their presence. It's not about control. It's about awareness. Not about getting a result, but about staying connected, even when things don't go as planned. Because that's where the real conversation begins. What happens when you stop overriding yourself? When you actually trust what you feel, you become quieter, clearer, more present. And your horse doesn't have to fight, resist, or shut down anymore. Because there's nothing to push against. That's where connection becomes natural. Not something you create, something you allow. And this is not just about you and your horse. This is about a shift in how we see them, how we relate to them. Less force, less pressure, less control, more listening, more awareness, more responsibility for what we bring into the interaction. And yes, this is different from what most of the horse world still teaches. But things are already changing, because more and more women feel that something isn't right anymore, and they start looking for another way. This doesn't start with changing the system. It starts with you. In the next moment, you're with your horse. Can you stay with yourself instead of overriding? Can you notice what's actually happening before you try to fix it? That's where it begins. If this resonates with you, if you feel that pull, there is a space where we explore this deeper, not as a method, but as a way of being with horses. You'll find it below. The horses are already there. They've always been there, waiting for us to meet them without leaving ourselves.